What's up, YouTube? How we doing here? Christian here. Sorry if the light is bad, but my room is kind of dark. Anyways, I need to share something big with you guys. I remember the last video. For those of you guys that are new to my channel, I'm Christian. I've been clean and sober from suboxone for about a year now. A year, actually, exactly. It's been about 13 months. I detoxed last Halloween of 2017. And of course, I gave myself a nice whole year to detox and go through my symptoms, through my ups and downs, through the pause. A lot of people go through post-acute withdrawal syndrome. I was on suboxone for about 8 years. And before that, I was on opiates and methadone for like 5 years. So it's been like a 12-year addiction. Before that, it was alcohol, but I'll get to that later. Anyway, so a year ago, I quit suboxone, and I was doing the best I could to like try to stay positive, motivated. I changed my diet. I cleaned my life. I got rid of toxic people. I got rid of toxins. Period. I started doing acupuncture, ice baths, keto diet, working out, exercising, meditation, yoga, kickboxing. I've done it all. Around the 6-month mark after I detox, I started feeling really sick. I started developing weird symptoms like headaches, migraines, and brain fog were my main symptoms. They were really debilitating. Like, I would get sent home from work. It was pissing off my boss. Even with the family, like there was a reunion, and I would just all of a sudden, I would eat something or hang out and just get a headache or not drink a beer or wine and get sick. So it was just things that were normal were starting to happen to me. I started developing a rash on my skin, athlete foot. My skin was peeling, white tongue. My hair was like getting dandruff, dry skin, itchy ears, itchy eyes, itchy everything. And like I said, my main complaint, a little bloating after like eating, like a little gassy and felt like full and stuff. So yeah, that was really frustrating. And my energy level was just like non-existent. I still push myself. Like I said, I still would go to the gym. I still go to work. I still would do what I have to do, live my life. But it was like I was forcing myself. It just didn't feel right. I knew there was something wrong with me. So anyways, yeah, around the 9-month mark, everybody usually is supposed to start feeling better after, about 3-6 months after the detox. Of course, I am taking kratom. I started doing kratom. I thought it was maybe that was causing it. But towards the end, like even now, like I just take it and I don't even feel the effects now. Like something changed. So even I had to stop that for a while, and I was still having symptoms. I was like, something's not right. So I went ahead and I told my doctor this because the last acupuncture I had was about a month ago before I went to New Jersey for my cousin's wedding. But so it's been about like around August, about 2-3 months ago. I went ahead and I told him, listen, doc, like I feel like shit. Something's wrong with me. I hate to come here and complain, but I just don't feel right. I feel like there's something wrong with me. He's like, what are your symptoms? I'm like, well, believe it or not, because I did the DNA test. Sorry, I'm jumping around too much. But I think last video I did was I did a DNA test. So I went through 23andMe, and I went ahead and I found out my gene mutations. And that's just, you don't have to do it, but I just did it because I wanted to also see my ancestry report, like, which is really cool to see like where you're from, like a certain percentage I had from like Spaniard, Native American, Peruvian, a little Asian, stuff like that. It was cool. But I was more interested in the research and the scientific report, and I got to find out I have a few mutations. I have quite a few. We all have mutations. But the main one I have is the MTHFR 677T. So that stands for methyl tetrahydrofolate reductase. What that does is the folate in the cell is the cell's metabolism to use energy, to use methionine, cysteine, homocysteine, SAMe, and also it plays a big role in genetics. And so it repairs your DNA, so it makes new DNA, and that's what keeps you going. So folate will be really important. It's the MTHFR is an enzyme, so it's not working very well. So therefore, I have to eat more leafy green vegetables, and I have to avoid folic acid because that's actually bad for me since I have this thing going on. So I have to eliminate folic acid. I have to change my diet, like I said. Also, the methylation, which that's what the MTHFR, since it plays a big role in the methylation of the cells, of the energy production, all that metabolism. It also does a big role on detoxification pathways. And I have a gene mutation that I can't detoxify it very good, so it kind of impairs my glutathione and how I can get rid of toxins. So therefore, when I saw those results, I'm like, I shouldn't be drinking, I shouldn't be taking drugs, I shouldn't be eating these kinds of food and be this much exposed to stress. So I changed, I'm like, it scared the shit out of me. I stopped drinking. I threw away all the liquor I had here in my house, in my room. And that was about 2 months ago. I stopped drinking. I didn't have any withdrawals because I don't consider myself an alcoholic. I am a drinker, and I've been a drinker since I was 15. And most of the time I drink just because I'm tired, I feel like crap, or I start getting social anxiety, or, it's just some stupid excuse, or you're out hanging out with friends, and, hey, here's one beer, 2, 3, 4, leads to like a 6-pack, and then the next minute you're just drunk. Anyway, so I did a sacrifice, and I stopped drinking alcohol. Like I said, I stopped kratom for a while too, but it really affected my energy, because it does help me for my energy for work, and I was probably miserable at work without kratom. I'm not saying there's no withdrawals, and I'm not saying it does give you bad withdrawals. Like, compared to suboxone, methadone, kratom is nothing. It's nothing. From 1 to 10, I would say probably heroin or methadone. For my case, it was like a 9 or an 8. Suboxone was probably like a 6, 7, which is a pain ass because it's got a long life. Kratom, I would say the withdrawals are about a 2. Very, very, very mild. So anyways, I knew it wasn't that. I stopped drinking, I stopped taking kratom, and I'm still feeling like shit even though I exercise. And the weird, funny thing is, I will wake up feeling drunk. So when my doctor asks me, what are your symptoms? So we can, send you a test. I'll wake up drunk. I'm like, dude, I go to bed the night before, and I'll drink literally just water. Go to bed at 12 or before 11, and wake up the next day with a headache, stuffy nose, and drunk to a point where, I would bend over to put my socks on. I would just fall over. I'm like, what the fuck? It starts getting scary because I'm like, what the hell what's wrong with me? I felt like I had some kind of poison. I thought it was some heavy metal maybe in my system. Maybe I got some kind of disease or parasite, or maybe I did some fucked up damage from all the drugs and the drinking and my hormones and my neurotransmitters. Maybe I messed up my brain. I caused myself brain damage. All these things were coming in my head. And like I said, my main symptoms was drunk feeling, brain fog like a mofo, really foggy to a point where I can't remember where I parked my car. And I work at a restaurant. I have to remember people's orders, and then I would just get a headache after that. And then usually it would follow by a stuffy nose. Very irritable. I would lose my appetite. At nighttime, I would start craving sugars and sweets, and especially alcohol. I started developing rashes on my skin, athlete's foot, dandruff. My tongue got white, and that's what scared me. So my tongue got really white about a few weeks ago, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I felt really horrible. So I told my doctor, he's like, okay, I suspect something. So he went ahead and we did an organic acid test 2 weeks ago. This was right before I went to my cousin's wedding, which was about a week ago. So I did an organic acid test from Genova. It's called oats, O8, like an oat, like an almond, O8T. It's short for organic acid test. So what this test does, it reads your fatty acid metabolism, your carbohydrate metabolism, your energy production in the citric acid cycle, and the Krebs cycle, in the mitochondria. So it sees how your mitochondria, mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, right? Remember that from school? Well, that creates all your energy, that you produce. It changes from glucose, pyruvic acid to glycogen, and then it starts the citric acid cycle and does all these wonderful things. It creates ATP, which is energy. So mine's a little impaired. I got low on that. But B vitamins looks okay. It's all right because I take my supplements and stuff like that. Neurotransmitters, I got really low on adrenaline and dopamine. So there's an imbalance there. Therefore, I don't have any energy. That's why I was diagnosed with adrenal fatigue and chronic fatigue because of that. detoxification indicators. It also sees that. It also, and the most important one, uh, bacterial. Uh, if there's bacterial overgrowth. And I got the arbitral, which is high of yeast and fungus. So another name for that is Candida albicans. So yeah, that's the good news is I found out that I have a Candida albicans. That's what makes so much sense now why I feel and going through everything I'm going through. And also, the bad news is I have it, but the good news is now I can treat it and do something about it, you know. So yeah, now where do I start? So that's what was causing me all my symptoms. No wonder I was feeling foggy and drunk because Candida, we're all supposed to have about 10% of Candida like through our whole life. Like, it's not supposed to be like eliminated completely, otherwise we would not be human. Actually, we need 10% there because it's like a backup digestive system in our intestines that helps digest the food leftovers. It detoxifies. It also digests. Heavy metals, and it creates a balance. But you only need a small amount. When that stuff overgrows, and it goes into your blood and it causes leaky gut, and then it starts leaking through there. You start, and the food particles go in there, and then your immune system will attack it and create what do they call it? Antibodies. That's where your food allergies could start. It's in the gut. Everything starts in the gut. That's the root cause. Also, what it does is ferments when high amounts. It creates its own fermentation, and it creates acetaldehyde, which is like a very more potent than alcohol. That's why you feel drunk, hungover, and dizzy because they create that. That makes a lot of sense. Why I feel the headaches, the brain fog. It's stealing energy from me because it mimics hormones. It mimics neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, adrenaline. Therefore, that's why I get mood swings. That's why I don't feel good. I feel depressed, and then I'm anxious, and then I feel hyper, and then I feel like shit, or I'll go to bed feeling fine, and next morning I wake up feeling like shit with a stuffy nose, a white tongue, a headache, and all sorts of symptoms, and sometimes even bloating. That's the only weird thing is like I don't have any really digestive issues with me, except for like gassy and bloating after I eat. And what's crazy is my father has the exact same thing. He was diagnosed with Candida about half a year ago almost, and I've been researching Candida for him, to see what he can eat, what he should do, and stuff like that. And as I was studying the damn thing, I found that, and his was caused because he took so many antibiotics and so much prednisone the from him getting sick, from him having a low immune system. Um, so that's where he got it from. And the more I kept reading, I'm like, dude, these symptoms are like, he's got some symptoms I have, so I start suspecting that too. But I didn't want to jump into conclusions. But now I have the results here in my face. That's what I have. Yeah, it does all make sense now. Why I feel what I feel. So now, what do we do now? I gotta start following a diet protocol. Even more now. I can't have any gluten. I can't have any dairy. I can't have any sugar. I can't have any alcohol. I can't have anything, anything that is gonna create it to overgrow again. So now I can start treating it. Now I can start the supplements. I remember last video, I told you guys I stopped a little bit on the supplements because I didn't want to do more harm than good because I feel like I was feeding the damn thing, and that's why I stopped. I wanted to see this test results, and now I could go ahead and fix it. Let me turn the light on here. Sorry, it's like sunset already here. Oh yeah. So anyways, about a week ago too, I had a wedding in New Jersey. I went to my cousin. He's 40, and he's finally found a nice girl. So he got married, and it was amazing. Great wedding. I got to see my whole family. I love Jersey. Like, that's my hometown. Might move back there one day. I don't know. But for now, just trying to fix myself. Anyways, at the wedding, of course, I told you guys I haven't drank in a while. So of course there was booze, there was alcohol, and there was lots of food. I pigged the hell out. I ate so much food, and I had 2 glasses of wine and 2 Coronas. and I don't remember. I blacked out. I got sick. I puked. It was horrible. And the next day, my family's like making fun of me, which was kind of embarrassing. That, oh my God, what's wrong with you? You're such a lightweight, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, ha ha ha. You know, I laughed it out. I didn't feel right after that. I was hungover for a whole week after that. I came back from when the airplane. I felt sick. I came back to work. I was more tired, and that's when I started getting the white tongue, more itchy. I'm like, something's up with these. Every time I drink alcohol or something sugary, I start getting these symptoms. Like, am I allergic to alcohol? Well, I just got my results back. Candida, it's like probably the best food. Alcohol is probably the best food for Candida. And yeah, so that's why I say it all makes sense now. So now I can start treating it. So step one is I'm taking these certain supplements that I heard it kills it. Me and my father are both taking this stuff. So oregano oil. Oregano oil is supposed to help it keep it under control. I take that in the mornings, empty stomach. Take 3 times a day in between meals with some coconut oil or caprylic acid. You mix those 3. Also, I want to read about red clove oil. I heard clove oil helps too. So, and the caprylic acid is on the way. So I'm taking coconut oil, oregano oil together with, and then I'll make my shake. Oh, wait, I take my probiotic with it on empty. So I take about 50 to 100 billion a day. This one's 15. I can find the 50, so I just take about 4 or 5 of those a day. About 3 or 4. But you gotta start slow, you know. I also take my shake. I put in this good vitamin C. Vitamin C is probably very, very, very good for this. It helps your adrenals too. Vitamin C helps for everything, and this is a really good brand from Wild Forest because it's from nature. I have that. I also have, when I make my shake, I'll put that in with like wheatgrass, algae, green juice, superfruit, vitamin C. I'll put some kefir yogurt. Kefir yogurt's it's okay. You can't have too much fruit though, you know. And then just like water, whatever. Also, this is milk thistle, so I take that along with it. This is supposed to help the liver. If you have Candida, there's a high chance your liver is mostly inflamed because it's trying to remove all the toxins that's spilling out. So you want to support your liver with milk thistle. And then some turmeric. I got some turmeric over here. Alright, and this is turmeric with CoQ10, and it's also got black pepper extract. So it's really, really, really good. And then last but not least, I'm still taking my adrenal support by Dr. Berg. This is really good stuff. It's got nutritional yeast, got all the B vitamins, B6, B3, B1, everything you need. It's got ashwagandha, it's got selenium, it's got zinc, it's got magnesium, potassium, taurine, a bunch of good stuff in there. So I take that with food. And of course, lots of water with some electrolytes in there from Seeking Health. It's got electrolytes like D-ribose, taurine, and potassium, sodium, chloride, magnesium, all the good stuff. You know, magnesium is really good too for anything. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna start with my diet. I'm doing bone broth diet. I'm eating all these leafy green vegetables, steamed vegetables, a little bit of fruits. Just try and eliminate the starches. Definitely no alcohol, no sugar, nothing like that until this gets better and under control. I think a lot of my symptoms are coming out now because I'm detoxing, so it's dying out. It's called a die-off. You can look it up. It's called Candida die-off, so that's why I start getting all these symptoms. And it's crazy. I'm very mind-blown by this because, like, I have my suspicion, and my father has it, and what are the odds, but his was caused because he took a lot of antibiotics. And prednisone because he's allergic, so I'm sure his allergies started in the gut. A lot of diseases, not all of them, but most of them start in the gut because it's our root cause. And it's just pretty crazy, man. Like, you know, you learn something new every day. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting, but I'm gonna try to make another update video. I've started all this results. I got them about 4 or 5 days ago. And I've been trying to make a video, but I've been still feeling so foggy. But today, finally, I woke up and I'm more clear-headed. Why? Because yesterday and the day before, I had a clean diet. I didn't do anything that I was supposed to. I didn't take any sugar, any alcohol, anything. Kratom, I'm trying to take less, and that's what I'm saying. It's just for the energy. Once I recover and repair my gut, I'm gonna get that energy back. and hopefully these supplements help, and then I could, you know, start working on being 100% clean, free from kratom, free from everything. And will I ever take kratom again? Maybe, you know, as a supplement. If they ban it, they ban it. Oh well. I just don't want to be tied down to it and addicted to it and have a crutch, you know, like suboxone. But yeah, guys, I just want to share that with you all. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any suggestions on what to do for this Candida, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and put like. All right. So I'll catch up with you guys. I'll catch up with you guys later. Maybe I'll make a next video here in a few days if I find some more stuff. All right. Have a good day, guys. Hope to see you soon. Everybody, take care. Peace.